I love you.
I know.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down the galaxy's best and strongest romantic pairs.
I'm just exactly where I want to be.
Number 10. Doc Brown and Clara Clayton. Back to the Future, Part 3.
I never met a woman who liked Jules Fred before.
I never ever met a man like you before.
The third and final installment of the 80s hit franchise Back to the Future 3 features all the elements of a great blockbuster. Action, adventure, and yes, of course, romance. While stuck in the Old West in the 1800s, the eccentric time traveler Doc Brown falls in love with schoolteacher Clara Clayton.
Would you like, would you care to
I love you.
Both smart and full of excellent knowledge, the two souls match both on an intellectual and an emotional level. Whether they are together in the past or the future, we are confident that this couple would be perfect in any timeline.
You know, I'm almost glad that snake spooked those horses, otherwise we might never have met. Suppose it was destiny.
Number 9. Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese. The Terminator.
Some legend. You must be pretty disappointed.
No. I'm not.
As if attempting to outrun a murderous cyborg isn't hard enough, throw romance on top of that, and you have a high-stakes plot. When a soldier from the future, Kyle Reese, travels back to protect Sarah Connor from an evil robot set out to kill her, romance is the furthest thing from their minds.
I'm here to help you. I'm Reese, Sergeant TechCom, BN 38416, assigned to protect you. You've been targeted for termination.
Of course, the dangerous adventure bonds the two, and before they know it, they're falling for each other. Their closeness gives the action-packed film some realness and humanity that gets the audience to root for their survival.
I came across time for you, Sarah. I love you. I always have.
Number 8. Paul Atres and Chani, June, and June Part 2. Talk about meeting the person of your dreams. Based on Frank Herbert's epic 1965 novel, June Parts 1 and 2 see young Paul Atres taking refuge among the Fremen after his family is betrayed.
Now you are our brother. Paul Muad'Dib Usul.
Thanks to his powers of prescience, he's had visions of a Fremen warrior, Chani, and sure enough, after the two meet, they fall head over heels. Fighting alongside each other, they make a fearsome team.
Johnny, I want you and your Fedaykin to then attack from the east, inside the basin. I'll strike from the north, head on.
In Denis Villeneuve's adaptation, Paul's role as both a savior and destroyer eventually drives a wedge between them. Thanks to the chemistry between Zendaya and Timothée Chalamet, we can't help but root for them though, even when they're at odds.
You promised me you didn't want power.
No matter what I do, you still don't trust me.
Because you're a foreigner.
Number 7. Wally and Eve. Wally.
Name? Wally.
Over the years, Pixar has produced some of the best couples in animated film: Carl and Ellie, Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, and Eve and Wally. Even though the robot and droid are supposed to be emotionless, somehow love finds a way to cut through their many nuts and bolts and get their artificial hearts beating.
Wally!
Barely ever talking, the two communicate through their actions, which speak louder than words. Whether they're in space or on Earth, Wally and Eve are an out-of-this-world couple who we can't help but gush over. Number 6. Spock and Aura. Star Trek, Kelvin Timeline.
I will be back.
You better be. I'll be monitoring your frequency.
Thank you, Nyota.
The pairing of the iconic characters Spock and Uhura surprised many Trekkies when the Star Trek franchise returned to the big screen in 2009. Director J.J. Abrams once referred to this romance as incredibly intimate. At first, they are said to have a student-teacher relationship, but soon it becomes pretty clear that something more is going on between them.
It was an attempt to avoid the appearance of favoritism.
No, I'm assigned to the Enterprise.
Yes, I believe you are.
Thank you.
Their romantic arc is significant for the usually emotionless and stoic Spock, as it forces the character to grow and develop. And if there's one thing that'll change someone, it's love.
It is not in the Vulcan custom to receive again that which was given as a gift.
Number 5. Jake Sully and Nii, Avatar franchise.
I see you.
Two worlds collide when protagonist Jake Sully arrives in Pandora when he meets Nii. The former soldier and Na'vi resident don't exactly get off on the right foot, but as fans know, they warm up to each other over time.
Nii calls me scown. It means moron.
Their romance is full of adventure and thrills, which brings them closer together and creates a tight bond. Also, it doesn't get more romantic than having a date under the sacred tree.
But this woman must also choose me.
She already has.
Their relationship eventually blossoms into marriage and kids, and with many sequels in the works, we're sure that there's plenty more in store for those two lovebirds. Number 4. Joel and Clementine, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
He's gonna be gone soon.
I know.
What do we do?
Enjoy it.
Although their love story is one of heartache and hardship, their romance is still one of our favourites. Although they set out to erase their memories of each other, their love transcends even the most advanced technology.
His eyes are open. Has this happened before with him?
No.
Oh, this is
Not your typical sci-fi adventure, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is bittersweet. Depicting both the trauma and joy of being in love, the film never shies away from showing the painful side of romance.
Maybe I should end this right here. Leave you at the flea market with this stupid costume jewelry. Maybe you could find yourself a nice antique rocking chair to die in.
Joel and Clementine capture that complexity wholeheartedly, and no matter how much it can hurt to watch, we're rooting for them every step of the way. Number 3. Starman and Jenny Hayden, Starman. The general premise of this 80s flick does not exactly spell romance.
You're not Scott.
God.
Grieving the loss of her late husband, Jenny Hayden gets the shock of her life when an alien clones and inhabits his body. Although she's initially terrified of the creature, the two eventually form a meaningful connection as they head on a mission to Arizona so the Starman can meet up with a ship sent to rescue him.
What's it like up there?
It is beautiful. Not like this, but it is beautiful.
It helps that the extraterrestrial shares her hubby's likeness. This film might not have the happiest of conclusions, but Jenny and the Starman's love story is written in the stars.
Never gonna see you again, am I?
No.
I love you.
Number 2. Neo and Trinity, The Matrix.
I'm just another guy.
No, Neo, that's not true. It can't be true.
Why?
Unlike the blue pill and the red pill, both of these characters are the right choice. The former hacker and the computer programmer make one heck of a team and, dare we say, one of the most stylish in the sci-fi genre.
Let me give you one piece of advice. Be honest.
In the game of The Matrix, both players battle to survive the simulated reality and end up falling for each other. Despite everything they go through, it's Trinity's true love's kiss that saves Neo's life.
You hear me? I love you.
Not every couple can say that their love can reverse death, and for that, they can earn a top top stop in our book. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Chris and Rhea, Solaris, a romance between a therapist and a spaceship crew member.
Am I alive or dead?
We don't have to think like that anymore. We're together now.
Fred Kwan and Laliari, Galaxy Quest, an out-of-this-world romance that was created by Steven Spielberg.
Hey, get a room, guys. Whoa!
Tris Pryor and Tobias Eaton, Divergent. From page to screen, these two are a great pair in any medium.
I don't want to go too fast.
It's okay. I've already got my spot on the floor.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Han Solo and Princess Leia, Star Wars franchise. They are the most famous couple in the galaxy, but they are also one of cinema's most famous couples ever. Defenders of the Rebellion, Han Solo and Princess Leia have been a fan favourite couple since they first appeared on screen in the late 70s.
Not a bad bit of rescuing, huh? You know, sometimes I amaze even myself.
That doesn't sound too hard.
They don't see eye to eye initially, but eventually sparks start to fly between them. And who could blame them?
I think you just can't bear to let a gorgeous guy like me out of your sight.
I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
She's a literal warrior princess, and he's the handsomest rogue in the galaxy. Going on to protect the universe and raise a family, they are true pop culture icons.
You know, no matter how much we fought, I've always hated watching you leave.
That's why I did it. So you'd miss me.
Did your favourite couple make the list? Let us know in the comments.
I see now. I can't save my family by running. This is our home. This is our fortress.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.